Yo, what up, though? What up, though, man? Make sure audio check. Yo, what up, though? All right, listen. I don't want to hear about the sacks. We sacked Lamar 7 times. We did our thing, all right? Don't get used to that. That ain't a sustainable life, all right? So stop all that. I hear it on Twitter. They capping already. But here's what we gonna do. All right, shout out to everybody. Because guess what? We talking about D-line, sons. We talking about D-line. Shout out to Muhammad. Davenport, who? Who is Davenport, bro? Davenport, I wish you would. Muhammad, the job is yours. We still trading for somebody. Stop it. Shout out to the Detroit Lions for doing what they came to do. They take care of business. But before we get started, and I'm going to tell you right now, it ain't no Lions fan that should have a voice. Not a single Lions fan should have a voice. All right? So let's kick this off the right way. As we wait on the press conference, we going to kick this off the right way. All right? So here's your boy today. Now, I got a history with Baltimore Ravens fans. I put out a tweet 2 years ago, said make Lamar pass equal win. He had a career day. Baltimore Ravens fans wouldn't let me forget. Not only that, they clowned me before the game even happened. All right, so for 2 years, I've had to live with that. So this is what I had to say to them today. This is coming from your boy's Twitter account. Hey, let's go. Woo. Shout out to the 2 phenomenal podcasters that I was on with last Tuesday, in which I picked the Baltimore Ravens to win this game. Appreciate y'all too, but everybody else, how you like that? All you was doing was this all week long, and we sacked them 7 times. Lamar Jackson, his name is Lamar Wilson. What are we talking about, bro? You put some respect on my team name. Oh, we won 3 teams now. Lamar, 24-3, and the Lions got a dub. Young punks, shout out to those 2 phenomenal podcasters, nothing but love. But everybody else can get it. We made them eat all type, talk about the forehead. I know everything you're about to say against me. What up, though? All that talking now. Baltimore Ravens fans. Yeah. You know what? It's this camera with the forehead. It's sweating too. But that's all right, though. I'll take it. Because guess what? We rolling. Hold on. We rolling out of there with the dub. All y'all doing all week is this. Like y'all untouchable. And we said, hold my nuggets. We coming. Hey, we here. And we about to get comfortable. Again, shout out to those 2 fantastic, phenomenal YouTube creators that I was on with last Tuesday. But to everybody else, let's go! Young pucks! Hey, they deserved it. Baltimore Ravens fans, they've been yapping for 2 years, bro. For 2 years. All they've been doing is running their mouth. We got the post-game show pulled up. Shout out to everybody. We had the best stream that we've had in 2 years. Listen, Lamar Jackson, it's not even the problem. He's not even my problem. The problem is, I've always said that he misses big throws. And, he's got the best passer rating in NFL. Some garbage. Okay? Today when you needed him, where was he? That's what I'm saying. And everybody like Lamar is God's gift. Come on, dog. Shout out to Derrick Henry, too, for giving us one. We appreciate you. Terrion Arnold, we need you to do some work, bro. You went to the school of Okuda. We got to clean that up. Hey, Hank Fraley, you throw that fool a bag. Jared Goff, you put some respect on his name. If I swear to you, if I hear somebody talk about JG again, you're done. You are done, bro. Shout out to the O-line. The refs was trying to give them the game, and we still won. Let me shout out these super chats real quick. We in the building, bro. We in the building. The phone lines will be open tonight. Let me pop out this chat, bro. Wait, hold on. I can't pop it out. Oh, pop out chat. There we go. Hold on. Make sure when coach get on there, we own it. Lions did monumental tasks. You have no idea how big today's game was. Today's game was huge. Did something they ain't done in 20 years. In 20 years. Lamar Jackson Wilson was 24-2 until today. 24-3. John Morton, respect, bro. I like this guy. He's better than Ben Johnson, Benedict the Snake. You know why? Because Ben would have got cute when it was time to run down their throat. You run the football. You don't get away from what's working. You run it. John Morton, I see you. You in the booth. And Calvin Shepard, I see you. Let's not get it twisted. Shout out to Hutch. Y'all thought he was done. He said, here's a forced fumble. Here's a sack. Now shut your mouth. Shout out to Muhammad. Davin who? Davin no. Hey, you got the starting job. It's yours. And still give me Trey. Where we at with the super chats? Rufus, appreciate you, says the whole world witnessed our dominance. The NFL is on notice. You forgot to add young punks after that. What's the next one? Get on Hendos again and put them on notice. 100%. I'm already on it. And no, I'm not drunk. Stop all of that. I don't get drunk on camera. I'm feeling real good today. All week long, all I had to hear was Baltimore Ravens fans. Just shut up. They don't be quiet. Make sure I ain't missing it. All they do is run their mouth. They just run their mouth. I do got a different level of respect for them. I found out something when we got off stream about why they talk so much. It doesn't matter. The panel, nobody on the panel picked us. Ryan, no one. You know what? Keep picking against us all year. And them 7 sacks, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. We came with a game plan today. Lamar, it is impossible to sack him 7 times. We owed him for 2 years ago. And I give nothing but love, but don't get comfortable, Lions fans. This ain't sustainable. Come on, man. I talk about this team every day. I know what I'm talking about. Now let's pull up the stats. Why is this not playing? Let me cue it up for when Dan Campbell get on there. Let's go, bro. I should have been here at this game. I'm telling you, man, when you lose, it makes all the difference in the world. Losing sucks. Driving 8 hours with a loss sucks. Why won't this play? It won't play. Okay, play. Okay, keep playing. All right. Okay. Muhammad.
Starting role this week after Marcus Davenport goes on IR.
Marcus who?
Told us that you were studying how Aiden Hutchinson plays so you can maximize your play on the opposite side of him. What did your studying lend you to do tonight?
Well, you know what? We just went out there and played complimentary football. And all week, me and Aiden was talking about, our rush plans, depending on who we was going against. So it worked out pretty good.
7 sacks for this defense. You keep a duo like Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry under 100 rushing yards. What did the defensive front look like tonight? You
know what? We looked amazing. We worked together. Most importantly, we just trust the plan. So, as long as we do that, week in and week out, we're going to be all right.
What is your mindset when you do have to step up and fill a void like that, and you do well, 2 sacks?
You know what? Again, all start in practice, and we prepared as a defense, and most importantly, I just went out there and took advantage of my opportunity.
The only people who had more fun than the defense tonight was your offense. They had an 11-minute drive at one point. What were you doing with all that time on the bench?
Getting ready to go out there and come back. Getting ready to come back out there and make some plays. So, as they was out there working, we was on the sideline talking, as a defense, what we need to do when we get back on the field so we can bring this thing home.
Your head coach, Dan Campbell, really wanted to know what this team would look like on the road in an environment like this against a championship par team. What did this team answer tonight, questions-wise?
Well, you know what? That we could compete and we could play anywhere. And, it's definitely a good test for us, but we got to take this week to week. We got to be able to play, good at home and good in the way and be able to, take advantage of each opportunity.
Thank you. Congrats.
Thank you.
Hey, you heard what the man said. Week by week. Don't get it twisted with these sacks. They came out, they did their thing, but that's not sustainable. And ain't no other YouTuber going to tell you that. They're not going to tell you that, bro. I'm still keeping it a buck. Shout out to Mohammed. Davenport, you're fired. You're done. You are done, bro. Shout out to the super chats. Let me make sure I hit them all. We got play the jingle. I think I already did, but that's all right. I'll play it again.
He's the funniest guy who gets the job done. Likes and how-tos, renovates, so fun. Man, he's so crazy, better pick up the
Inside
phone. Lamar Wilson.
Appreciate that, bro. We got another one as well. My favorite Lions YouTuber, One Pride. Appreciate that, Tristan. One Pride, Detroit versus everybody. You're darn right. I ain't missing another road game. Bro. Shout out. Make sure I got everybody. Daniel with the super chat as well says we're good. Trade for, you see the glasses, bro. They're fogging up. We're good. Trade for an edge. plus depth. Hopefully, Ahmed Hassanin. This team can beat anyone. Just wait until the online gels. Listen, Lions, number 3 in the power rankings. Bills, it's going to be Eagles, Bills, us. It ain't no reason we shouldn't be number 3. This was a convincing win, bro. Phone lines will be open. Next 3, Juan says, good news, next 3 games are winnable. Absolutely. Za'Darius who? I ain't going to go that far. Calvin Shepard, they both called games out of their mind today. They both called games. And Ben Johnson, stop trying to be like our coach, bro. Young punk. Stop trying to do that. Create your own legacy. This is the problem, man. Goff with 4th down conversions with Chef Kiss. And put some respect on Goff, bro. Phenomenal. Brian Branch, come down with the pick. Stop getting the penalties. Clean it up. And I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to tell you. All right? And listen, I ain't drunk. I'm in the zone. You understand? I'm in the zone, bro. I'm sick of these Baltimore Ravens fans yapping at the mouth. I'm sick of these bobblehead creators talking out the side of their neck, bro. Tell you what needs to be said. I'm going to tell you what. Danny Rogers, that hair works. But aside from that, I think this Dan. Oh, aside from that, Lions, Calvin Shepard caught himself a game. He caught himself a game. All right, we got Alex. Donation says, yo, D, how about them Lions? Absolutely. David Montgomery, 151 yards, 12.6 average, long 72. Touchdowns, too. Feed the man. Davenport, get your filthy hands off me. You're darn skippy. I see a big tray. I'm leaving here with something. Shout out to everybody that get the joke. Realistically, we go 14-3. We lose to the Eagles. Tampa Bay. Lamar look homeless. Shout out to Derrick Henry. Player of the game, Demo or Hutch. One of the two. Monty. You said I owe you 80 for what? For what, bro? This was a big game. I don't want y'all to get it twisted, right? Today was phenomenal, but this is not sustainable. Calvin Shepard caught himself a game. Much true love from down the road from Lansing. Keep doing what you're doing. Appreciate the super chat, bro. I don't know how long we're going to be on tonight, but we got to celebrate. We got to celebrate, bro. This team did something that they've never done, beat Lamar Jackson. We haven't won in Baltimore in 20 years, bro. I've been married, divorced, had a kid, and got remarried in that amount of time. Some of y'all grown. Y'all was little kids. And Baltimore Ravens fans don't know how to be quiet. Humble yourself. Shout out to Derrick Henry over there on the sideline, looking like he was about to cry. They quiet now. Let me see what my tweet doing. It's probably doing numbers. Hey, look, Jared Goff will be the one to take us the distance. And listen, a lot of other Lions creators would be like, oh, we got 7 sacks. Okay, we got 13 on the season. That's crazy. That'll be, do the Lions lead the team, lead the NFL in sacks, bro? We got to be close. We got to be close. But it doesn't matter that, listen, if the Lions lead the league in sacks bruh, Calvin Shepard caught him a heck of a game. I'm waiting on this. I don't want to get started with this video and then, hey, look, I'm so emotional right now, bro, because I'm about to at the podium. Here we go.
Complimentary football, and at every point in this game, at any point, every point, however you want to say it, we were going to need each other to find a way to win this game. You know, the offense was going to need the defense to pick it up. Special teams was going to need the offense to pick it up, and vice versa. So, man, I thought we played complimentary football. We did exactly what we said we needed to do. We were able to corral Lamar. We didn't let Henry get going and Zay Flowers. You know, we came away with takeaways and big stops. And offensively, we were able to control the ground and the time of possession, and our receivers and Goff made plays in critical moments in this game. I just thought it was an outstanding team effort, man. I was proud of the players. I was proud of the coaches. I thought Shep and Johnny and Phip both did a hell of a job in this game, or all of them did a hell of a job. So it's just a huge win.
a statement win for you guys that show that we can compete with the league's elite, you know, with these guys as well. Like, what does victory do for you?
Well, look, I've got a lot of respect for Coach Harbaugh and this team and those players that are over there, and we know what they've been for years, you know, for a number of years. They're always competitive, and they're always the cream of the crop over there in the AFC, you know, with a few teams. And so to be able to come in here on a Monday night at their place with those weapons, that type of team, that's a good win for us, you know. I don't know, statement, all this and that, but it just feels good to know against a type of team like that, you play a different type of game and you're able to find a way to win. So one of the things I mentioned early in this year is I told the team I want to find out how many different ways we can win games, you know, because the better you get at winning, the more you win. So that took everything we had, and I was proud of the players.
The way you did it too, Dan, I mean, you talked about physicality, some of your coaches did too, about, you know, what happened last time you came here to control the line of scrimmage, the sacks you had on Lamar, the long scoring drives. What did that mean to, you know, do it your way?
I think it means a lot. I mean, it's you know, those guys, you don't have to say much. I mean, you know, we got enough guys that were here the last time, and they also know. Yeah, I mean, you got to be blind not to see what that team does and how they play, and the physicality, the toughness, the nature of everything they're about, their identity, that you better be ready. You know, you better be ready. You can't come in here and tiptoe. So we were ready. You know, and like I say, it was a big win. It took every one of us. And I just thought the players, man, they stepped up and made huge plays at critical times.
You talked about corralling Lamar. Lots of question marks with Marcus obviously being out here, but you racked up 7 sacks. I think that's tied for a career high with Lamar, and really contained him out of the pocket all day long. How proud were you of that defensive effort up front with your front 7, especially getting after you?
Very proud, very proud. I mean, a number of guys stepped up, but I think something we worked on look, Wednesday, you know, we had Malik running quarterback, and he had he had a big day of practice. And, you know, he had a big day, and, you know, it opens your eyes a little bit. You coach it up, you tweak a couple of things, Shep and those guys. You come out Thursday and it's better, but we're still like, man, this guy's running around and we can't get him contained. And then by Friday, man, you're pretty good. And so I felt really good about what we were going to be able to do. You know, the rest is just wait until Monday night to see it go, you know, see it in action. But those guys were very disciplined. They played off each other. They casted the net. They closed the net. We didn't have anybody jumping up in the air, diving, ill-advised diving. Man, they all bottled him up. They were disciplined, and guys made, I mean, huge plays, and he had nowhere to go, and that's the key. So that takes an enormous amount of discipline for your guys, and they did that. I mean, across the board, all of them.
What does it do for the confidence of a football team when you can string together 2 95-yard drives on the road like that?
It's big. It's big. You know, that's not easy to do when you're backed up like that. And normally the goal is 3 first downs. You know, that way you get 3 first downs, you're able to flip field position. And now but to go above and beyond that and travel the distance against, you know, that opponent, the crowd noise, the whole thing, man, that was impressive. You know, and our guys had to dig. Now they had to dig. Those are long drives, but you know, they did it, man. They did it.
Morgan said you wanted to have your guys. Sorry, you said that you wanted your guys to win different ways, but like the old Tom Emanski baseball tapes, I guess. If there's a Dan Campbell how to coach, how to win a football game, is that right there? The MO, is that the DVD handed out?
Yeah, I know. I don't know, man. I guess it would be pretty close to that. But it was also, this is the type of game. This is the type of game that was needed for this opponent. Not everyone is going to always be the same. You'd love to say, you know, it's always going to be that type, and you got to play this way. But all of them are different, and you know, some games it takes more explosives. You know, you got to get more explosives than it does just true groundwork. You know, the ground sets it up, and defensively you got to play a little different. But it was what was needed against this team for this opponent. And I thought the guys handled it perfectly. Hold on a minute. Go ahead.
In the middle, John and Sean.
You mentioned the offensive being in tough field position. The defense was kind of put in some tough spots as well.
Yeah.
How encouraging is that to be able to stop the Ravens offense when they were put in some good positions themselves?
It's very encouraging, you know, and I go back to this. It was just one of those points. It's easier said than done, but at some point, you know, we're going to need one or two of the units to step up for the other one, you know, and it wasn't a full game of that, but it was enough to where we stepped up and made plays. Hutch made some huge plays. Muhammad made huge plays. Jack Campbell, Reed. I mean, we can go down. Goff, Saint, freaking Demo, that old line, Sewell. I mean, we just at different times in critical moments, our guys stepped up, and when we needed it most, every unit picked up the slack, and that's what winning teams do. That's what they do.
Dan, with the performance with 7 sacks, how much momentum can the defense get after a performance like that, especially with all the talk on the outside about the lack of sacks in the pass rush?
Well, I mean, we know what we got here. We don't need, I mean, anybody telling us what we do or don't have, or, you know. I mean, I thought you were going to ask me about motioning today. I felt like so.
Hey, Coach Petty.
We feel good about it, man. We feel good about it, you know, and look, it takes everybody doing their job, and our guys did that, so it was good.
Hey, yo, I got to say this. Coach Petty. Coach is petty, bro. Shout out to John. Shout out to John. Hey, Coach is petty. He got a real long memory, and he petty. That's crazy, bro. That was like 2 weeks ago. And John, listen, I hear you, Coach. I hear you, bro. But listen, we going to need somebody. I'm going to keep it a buck. 7 sacks is all good and well. We need that consistent guy. That's period. Al Kadim, he showed me against the Browns. He showed me against the Bengals. He showed me against Mahomes, and you got it. The job is yours, bro. But I hear you, Coach. Shout out to John, bro. Coach is petty. I love it.
This is probably your culture at this point, but to call that down the field like that, just can you speak to the belief, confidence you had? I guess putting your two best offensive players, well, along with Sewell. Yeah.
Well, I think, man, I got a tremendous amount of trust in those guys, and that's been built up now in 5 years, right? And that helps. And that offensive line, the way they were playing, and we felt like that was the right call. And it's those guys, it's the players, man. They're the ones who make this stuff come to life. And they've earned that trust, you know, and they just, once again, man, they step up and make huge plays at critical times. And it's unbelievable. It really is. It's a thing of beauty, man.
One more real quick in the middle.
Aiden Hutchinson on the strip of Derrick Henry looked like he got upfield and was able to recover, high effort play. Then he gets Lamar on the next play. When you have your stars giving that much effort deep into tough physical games, how does that spread among the rest of that group?
Well, I've said this before, I'm going to say it again. Our hardest workers are our best players. It's not lip service. It's not fake. It's not our best players are our hardest workers. Go out and watch them practice, and it's like that every day. And so that's the standard. That's the standard. So if you're not up to that standard with the effort matching what our best players do, then you're not going to be around here very long. So
Davenport.
That makes the rest of your guys, everybody just falls in line. Anybody that comes in or we acquire, the young guys, all of it, man. And that's the way we play. That's what we do.
I think you guys would have Jared, Aiden, and David. Maybe locker room this way.
All right. So we got Jared, Aiden, and David coming up first. And I'm going to try to squeeze in a video in the meantime. So, look, I'm gonna tell y'all what. 7 sacks, history. This is a great win. And look, I'm going to say this. We still need that guy, okay? I'm not sold, but listen, I think only a real Lions fan, a true Lions fan who talks about this team every day is not jumping through the roof. You know what I'm saying? This is one game. This is a great game plan. Everybody stay disciplined. We still need them guys to win one-on-ones on a consistent basis. I will say this, though. Muhammad, bro, you might have just earned a spot. Like, real talk. You give me 4 consistent games. You do your thing. Everybody was ready to cancel Hutch. Hutch is back. He back. Another sack, a forced fumble, okay? This is going to be a glorious week. Yo, my tweet. Y'all ready for this? My tweet, 16,000 views. It's not even, it's 30 minutes old. It's 32 minutes old. I got 16,000 views, 41 comments, 134 retweets, 496 likes, and 50 bookmarks. Baltimore Ravens fans, bro, they deserve this. They just won't shut up. They won't be quiet. Somebody messing up on the graphics today. Look at this. Somebody messing up all up on the graphics. Somebody is slipping, bro. You're fired. You're fired. Y'all missed it. So we waiting on St. Brown. I want to open the phone lines today, but it's late. It's late. Phone lines will be open next week for sure. If y'all want to, hey, I say call off, bro. Call off, use some PTO. We celebrating. You call off. Or if you're a real one and you can get up in the morning, you get up in the morning. I can open the phone lines if y'all want. Let me see. That fumble on Hutchinson was huge, absolutely. But John Morton, man, he caused some. It was a couple plays. Terrion Arnold, we got to have a conversation. We got to have a conversation, right? The dude, you got 3 years. You got to make a massive. He leads the league in pass interference calls. You got to get it together, bro. And I'm gonna be real with you. I think a blemish that nobody talks about from Brad is Terrion. But he got to turn around. Somebody compared him today to Jeff Okudah. You know what kind of company that is? Jeff Okudah was drafted 3rd overall. You drafted late first round. I don't think that's fair, but at the same time, you're a first round pick. And Terrion was looking like a dog in camp. I say this, you need to play during the preseason. If you in your first 3 years, you need to play during the preseason. Goff, if you under 3 years, play a drive, a quarter, or something. Andy Reid plays his players, you got to play. Anthony says can't stand TA. Yeah, he getting picked on. You know what's crazy? You never hear about DJ Reed. You're like, DJ Reed, you forget he on the team. You forget he play. And then it's like Terrion, pass interference. He either playing too close or he playing too off. Pass interference, it's crazy. Brian Branch needs to clean it up. But today was a phenomenal game. I think today was one of the best games of the Detroit Lions, period, in Dan Campbell's tenure. Today was a complete game. Everybody stepped up. Everybody played their role. John Morton, what I appreciate most about him is he didn't get away from what was working. He did not get away. Listen, we might owe y'all might owe Johnny Morton an apology. I'm not apologizing to Brad Holmes at all. But Johnny Morton, y'all was on him. I believed in this guy. You could see he was trying to get away from what was working. Monty was working. Gibbs, not so much. Monty came in there. The studies, he hit him with the hezzy, the stutter step. He was gone. Had the second biggest run of his career? Something like that. Jared Goff, 20 completions, 7.1 completion percentage, 202 yards, average 7. Real quiet game for JG. No turnovers. No turnovers. Jared Goff is a phenomenal passer, bro. Hank Fraley, you throw him the doggone bag. You do whatever it takes for that man to stay in Detroit. He working with 2 rookies, essentially, turning them into an O-line that gave Jared didn't get sacked tonight, right? Did Goff get sacked tonight? I want to say no. Shout out to Lions Livewire, bro. I'm going to get that StreamYard. I'm going to bring you in. We're going to have a conversation about this pass rush. It stepped up tonight. You need the Lamar Jackson soundbite? Which one? Lamar Wilson or another one? Somebody at the podium right now. Let's bring him in. Jared Goff.
You've had some long drives before, but to have 2 touchdown drives of 95-plus yards on the road in that environment against that kind of defense,
it's big.
How impressive and how huge were those?
It's big, and they were all due to our O-line. I don't know how many times we ran it on the 98-yard one. It felt like we just kept running the ball, and then Demo obviously had the long run on the other one. But, yeah, those guys up front tonight were incredible, and they were grinding. They were tired on some of those long drives, and they were tired, and the D-line was more tired. So it was good to just see them keep pushing, keep going, and those were huge drives.
You've won so many games throughout your career, but Baltimore have been one of the teams you hadn't beat this year.
Yep.
What made it so different about this team this year? All you ever do historically, this team has been so tough for you.
They're so dang good. I mean, I don't know what's Lamar's record against NFC teams. I think he's lost twice or something. Like they're so dang good, and he's so dang good, and their defense is always good, and that's why they're hard to beat. And yeah, they've given me trouble a few times, and I was able to get one tonight.
Was it a monkey off your back just a little bit?
A little bit. I got a few teams left that I can get them all checked off, and that was one of them.
What does it mean not only to win here, but
win the way he did, controlling the ball, physical football?
Yeah, I thought it was awesome. I thought it was awesome. It really was. I think last week was a good representation of what we want to do, and I thought again being able to kind of springboard off of that last week and do it again in a different fashion though. You know, more running the ball, more ground and pound. Obviously, Demo had the night he had is incredible, and I think we displayed that we can win in different ways. And I got to talk about how good our defense was tonight and everything they did to get us back on the field when we were sputtering a little bit, and those guys were incredible.
What does the trust mean on 4th and 2 for you to get to take a shot to St. Brown and help put the game away?
Yeah, that's one that we wanted for throughout that game. I was kind of waiting for it to get called, and perfect moment for it, and he's open and put it on him.
I think John Morton's performance as a play caller tonight, there was
Yeah.
obviously a big one with the handoff to St. Brown and the pitch to Gibbs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought he did a great job. I thought his rhythm was great. I haven't talked to him yet, but I thought his third downs were probably the best part of everything. And everything was great, but the third downs he was all over it. He really was, and we were getting guys open and protecting well, and I thought he did a great job.
Another game where I think 0 sacks. I think you were
Was it 0? Yeah.
You only hit 4 times in the entire
Yeah.
game. How much are those guys up front now coming together?
Yeah.
3 new starters. It seems like you're starting to get into a groove up front.
No doubt. I think you put those 2 weeks together, it's pretty impressive. And in particular, those 2 guards starting to really understand it and really put it together like you're talking about. Decker, Panay, and Graham have so many years, accumulated at this point. But those 2 guys, like they're starting to figure it out, and they're playing really well and understanding the speed of the game, understanding little nuances now it seems, and they're doing great.
That Jameer Gibbs touchdown, that's the first play coming into the 4th quarter. Obviously, you have the quarter break. What's the discussion leading up to that during that quarter break? It's rocking, it's loud.
The 4th down?
Yeah.
Yeah. There wasn't much discussion. That was a play that we've practiced for, I don't know, a few years now, and I don't know if we've ever called it, but it was a good timing for it, and it worked perfectly.
Jared, getting back to that 4th down at the end there, can you speak to what that means that John and Dan said, hey, throw the ball down the field here, put the game into balance?
Yeah, man. I mean, I know they trust me, and I trust St. Brown, and so put the game in our hands, and we'll make it work. We've done it before, and yeah, it's exciting.
If I'm not mistaken, we have at least seen the Maryland I formation with the 3
Yeah.
backs. Where did that come from? Was
I don't
that
know.
something specific?
Good question.
Play Baltimore?
No, I don't know if it was kind of a nod to Baltimore. It may have been. I showed up Wednesday, and that was in the game plan, so I don't know. You'll have to ask Hank or Tyler. I think they probably were the masterminds behind that.
What about just Demo? And, we talk all the
Yeah.
time about the best running back duo in the league. Is performance in a game like tonight?
Yeah.
Last week it was Gibbs. Now it's Montgomery. Pick your poison. Right?
Pick your poison. It's hard, man. It really is, and I've said it before, that them being able to be fresher than a back that's taking 25, 30 carries is kind of the secret sauce. And they're both incredible. They both do everything right. They both block well. They both can catch. They both can run, obviously. And seeing him having a big game like that's huge. I mean, it's awesome. It's great for him, but he's that type of player, and could see one of them doing it again next week.
There's so much talk in the offseason about what you guys lost last 2. What gives you optimism going forward? Like, what do you like about this team that's different, that gives you hope moving
Hope 2-1 is pretty good. Yeah, I do like that we are winning in different ways, and not different ways than last year. I guess we're running some different scheme slightly, and being able to win down the field on certain routes that are new to us, and win in certain run game stuff that's new to us, I think is great. We obviously could have we won a lot of games last year running what we ran last year, but being able to tweak it slightly and still be successful with it on offense is awesome.
Last one, Jeremy. You mentioned third downs were big. It seems like Sam was a big part of that today.
Do you guys know what we were on third down?
7 of 14.
Oh, I thought it might have been better. Okay.
But how big is it to have, I guess, the target that you can trust like Sam entering the 3?
Sam's incredible. Yeah, he's doing great. He doesn't get enough attention, I don't think, and being able to use him on third down is awesome. I mean, every down is awesome with him, and I thought he was incredible today. He had a couple that were kind of not what we were expecting defensively. Then he made it work, and I was able to get it to him.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
All right, shout out to JG. So what I'm going to do is, after I think they got one more coming to the podium, if you guys want the phone lines open, I can do it. We should have the same number as last year. Man, so listen, my tweet is ridiculous. Hold on. My tweet is ridiculous, bro. It's got Where we at? My tweet got 21,000. I'm telling you, man, Baltimore Ravens fans are super easy to agitate. It's got 21,000 views, 46 comments, 164 retweets, 600 likes, 58 bookmarks. That's crazy, bro. I don't understand why. I'll tell you, bro. Like I get people riled up super easy. Okay, hold on. We got a super chat. If I missed your super chat, let me know. Shout out to Calamitous Rain 499 says defense turned Lamar into a cake in the pocket. Goff didn't get sacked once. Absolutely. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to put the number up for the phone lines while I'm recording my video. After that, the number will be shut down. We'll take every call. We'll keep it short and we'll get off so you guys can get up and be fresh and you can work tomorrow, right? Wear your Lions gear. If you got a Baltimore Ravens fan that you work with, you know what to do. You know what time it is. You make sure you let them know that we came and we did this darn thing. Steelers Nation Australia with the donation. Appreciate you. My man says Ravens suck. We finally did the thing for y'all, bro. Shout out to Steelers Nation. Have a safe flight, my man. We finally was able to do you a service. Now we got to take care of business. Lions had 7 sacks. Jared Goff didn't get sacked one time. Not one time. Hank Fraley, throw the bag. Throw the bag, okay? 100%. Also, Calvin Shepard. I like this guy, bro. I'm going to tell you what. I think the Lions needed a change at offense and defensive coordinator. They needed a change because I feel like both of our old OCs, OCDC, they get stubborn a lot. They get stubborn, right? Now, you saw the Lions had to bring a lot of heat. They got a lot of heat. I think to win the Super Bowl, you got to be able to get there with the front four. You got to be able to get there with the front four. We have yet to really see that. So that's why I'm not going to change my stance on the sacks. I'm going to tell you what, after today, I ain't missing another Lions road game this year. I'm going to make sure, except the Bears in January. I can't do that. But outside of that, I mean, everybody stepped up today. Today was a complete game. No turnovers for Jared Goff. The one INT is his only blemish on the season, right? Shout out to everybody, Detroit Diesel, everybody in the building. I'm going to tell you what, man, Lions fans base, we got to stick together because I'll be watching these Minnesota podcasters. They got thousands of people in their chat. I'm talking about thousands of people. We can't even, like, we might break 1,000. We got a small fan base, man. We got to stop all this fighting, bro. Come together and let's get this championship. We got a small fan base. Believe it or not, it spreads far, but it's small. Stop all this fighting about who right, who wrong, and let's get this. Let's come together, man. Because I be seeing these guys, bro. We got a small fan base. Like, it ain't Chargers small or Ram. Like, the Chargers got a small fan base. We got a small one too. But we are diehard, man. We are loyal. We'll be in different states repping Lions. I told y'all, man, I went to L.A. I didn't hear a single Rams house, but all I heard was Go Lions. There was a dude on the beach, Santa Monica Pier, had $1 million, like a $3 million home, bro. And he was a Lions fan. It was crazy. It was crazy. We never got each other's name, but we struck up a conversation. It's crazy. Tom Grassi says spread chaotic good. Absolutely. Speaking of chaotic good, I'm glad you said that, bro. I'm glad you said that. Beginning tonight, right after this stream is over, the cancer awareness shirts will be out. We got shirts, we got hats, we got hoodies. We're going to do the Lions Syndicate. This is the best-selling shirt on the store. We're going to do this for the month of October. They will be on sale tonight if I don't pass out after the stream. I'm going to change all my banner, all that stuff, right? It will be, the Davenport shirt will be discontinued after October 1st. So if you want a Davenport shirt, you get it now or forever hold your peace. We got hoodies, we got hats, we got shirts now through the month of October. And then what we're going to do is every season, I'm going to try to reach out to somebody, a local person, to design a shirt for each year's cancer awareness. 20% of proceeds will go to cancercares.org. You can look up the foundation, and it's awesome. They've been around since 1944. We're going to do some good, man. We really are. It's time to spread. And I don't know if nobody else is doing this. I ain't trying to take all the credit, bro, but it's time to get back. It's time to get back, man. I appreciate y'all. All right, so we're waiting on a couple people to come on. King Henry, you terrible. You know what? So Derrick Henry has, we got to, hold on. Shout out to Detroit Diesel, an 11-month, bro. Did you change your name or is it the same? Says, bro, that D smoked it, JG making it happen. Lamar just stunned, falling down. I heard the stadium chanting during the game. Absolutely. Appreciate your membership for 11 months, bro. And I think that's going to be it. They showing the score, so I think that's it for the post-game show. I thought they were going to have Aiden Hutchinson get up there, but maybe not. So we will get into the we will get into the video, and then as we're doing that, the phone lines was open. But before we go any further, man, I got to show y'all, bro. I got to show y'all. Hold on. It's your boy. Hold on. Woo! Shout out to the two phenomenal podcasters that I was on with last Tuesday, in which I picked the Baltimore Ravens to win this game. Appreciate y'all too, but everybody else, how you like that? How you like that? All you was doing was this all week long, and we sacked them 7 times. Lamar Jackson, his name is Lamar Wilson. What are we talking about, bro? You put some respect on my team name. Oh, we won 3 teams now. Lamar, 24-3, and the Lions got a dub. Young punks, shout out to those two phenomenal podcasters, nothing but love. But everybody else can get it. Can get it. We made them eat all type. Talk about the forehead. I know everything you're about to say against me. What up, though? What up, though? All that talking now. Baltimore Ravens fans. Yeah. You know what? It's this camera with the forehead. It's sweating too. But that's all right, though. I'll take it. Because guess what? We rolling. We rolling out of there with the dub. All y'all doing all week is this. Like y'all untouchable. And we said, hold my nuggets. We coming. Hey, we here. And we about to get comfortable. Again, shout out to those two fantastic, phenomenal YouTube creators that I was on with last Tuesday. But to everybody else, let's go! Young punks! Hey, had to let them know. They've been yapping for 2 years. All right. There is the phone lines. Let me pull everything up real quick. Let me make this video, and then we'll get to it. We're going to take everybody call. I'm going to give y'all a couple minutes. I'm not going to say anything. Man, it's so good for football to be back. It really, really is. All right, let me do... Now, if you're a member, I'm going to take you first. So make sure your name is something I can recognize. Members get priority access to the phone lines, and then everybody else is after that. Where is the meeting? Okay, here we go. We are here, and we are there. Wait a second. Hold on now. Where is the meeting at, bro? Is it here? Nope. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. So let's get into this video, and then we'll keep it moving. Okay. Here we go. All right. Pull this up. All right. 3, 2, 1. This is how I make my, y'all getting a sneak peek too, by the way. This is how I make my videos. All right. 3, 2, 1. The Detroit Lions absolutely get the best of the Baltimore Ravens. And from the fan base to myself, I didn't give a lot of time, a lot of opportunity. I really didn't think my team was going to get this dub until about Friday night. I looked at the stats and I said, you know what? I okey-doked them. I switcherooed them. I picked the Detroit Lions to win this game, and win this game, they did. Now, first and foremost, I got to give a shout out to the two phenomenal podcasters I was on, Baltimore Ravens fans, stand-up individuals. But everybody else, you can get it. But the Detroit Lions came out and they did their thing. And I'm going to tell you right now, after 3 games, I like Johnny Morton. I like Kelvin Shepard. I like what they're doing. We needed that fresh face in the Detroit Lions from the offense and the defense. I love what I saw. Now, I will say this. 7 sacks, tied a career high of sacks on Lamar. Don't get it twisted. It was a phenomenal game plan. How many of those sacks came from the D-line? Muhammad and Aiden, right? We had a couple outside. We'll look at that in a second. But we need that reliable, consistent, one-on-one winner. Muhammad, he might be able to do it. Davenport, you're done. You're done, bro. Stay on AR. Don't even bother coming back. You can go ahead and pack it up. You're finished. Finito, you're out of here. Okay? Muhammad, the spot is yours. It is yours to lose. You do your thing. You did your thing. Shout out to you. And he kind of kicked it off, too. I think he started the first sack. Then after that, we was teeing off. Shout out to Derrick Henry for coughing up the fumble. Terrion Arnold, we got to have a discussion, okay? We getting on that 1.5 territory. People was comparing you to Jeff Okudah. Not good company to be in, all right? Let's take a look at the stats. Lions moved to 2-1, dropped the Baltimore Ravens at the crib, a game I should have been at. I ain't missed another road game. I'm telling you that right now. 38-30. The passing first downs, The Detroit Lions had 24 to the Baltimore Ravens 21. First downs, period. Passing first downs, 14 to 11 in favor of Baltimore. Rushing first downs. This is why we won the game. I love this. Benedict the Snake, he gets away from what's working to get cute. Just like you copied Dan Campbell's press or his locker room celebration yesterday. Young punk, be a man and get your own stuff. Come up with your own stuff. Just like that bum that changed his thumbnails over there. I see you. You put some respect on my name, bro. And you changed your junk, young punk. I'm feeling some type of way today. Shout out to the Lions, bro. John Morton did his doggone thing. First down from penalties. They was calling some trash. The Baltimore Ravens had very few penalties today. 1 to 3. Third down efficiency. Lions went 50%, 7 for 14. The Baltimore Ravens, 6 for 11. Fourth down efficiency. Dan Campbell said what you thought. This is what I do. 3 for 3. Baltimore 0 for 2. Phenomenal turnover on downs. And I'm going to tell you what. Let me switch back to me real quick. Brad Holmes got to find a way to keep everybody. We got to keep Sam Laporta and Jack Campbell. Jack Campbell said, put some respect on my name today. We keeping Jack. Jack is a dog. We keeping Jack. I want to keep Sam as well. So you got to make it happen, Matthias. Melvin, make it happen. All right? We got to keep them all. Got to catch them all. Got to keep them all. All right. Total plays, 54. Lions ran 12 extra plays at 66. Total yards, we had 426 to 318. Total drives, 10 to 11 in favor of the Detroit Lions. Yards per play in favor of the Detroit Lions, 6.5 to 5.9. Passing in favor of the Baltimore Ravens. Doesn't matter. Jarrett, flawless. Had a low pass, could have been intercepted, wasn't. 202 yards to Lamar Jackson Wilson, 233. Completions, 20 for 28. Lamar, 21 for 28. They had almost the exact same day. Jarrett got the best of them. Yards per play, 7.2 to 6.1. Interceptions thrown, none. There was not a turnover except from Derrick Henry in this game. Sacks, they kept Jared Goff upright. Hank Fraley, you throw him the bag. It doesn't matter. He taking a mystery man, essentially 2 rookies, and keeping, this is the second game in a row Jared Goff has not been sacked. You play your people during the preseason too. We could be 3-0 right now. We sacked Lamar 7 times. We'll look and see who got those sacks in a minute. Rushing, outstanding. You run the football. And see, Snake, he gets away from this. He gets away. He gets cute. Johnny Morton, he tried to do that. He's tried to get away from what was working. He went back to it, and guess what? The whole chat saw we should have been running Monty. We ran Monty. The defensive tackle was out. We ate him. Rushing yards went up to 85. Rushing attempts, 38. These are passing numbers right here to 19. We outrushed them by double. Yards per rush, 5.9 to 4.5. Red zone, Lions went 80%, 4 for 5. Ravens went 2 for 4. Penalties, this was insane. They was throwing everything, calling everything. 8 for 68. Ravens, 10 yards off penalties. And the turnovers, we got 1. Derrick Henry, 3rd consecutive game with a fumble. The Detroit Lions did their thing. Amon-Ra St. Brown, absolute stud. If you could pay him again, you pay him again. He was making catches all day. Jared Goff standing in the pocket. Monty doing his thing. J-Mo, early start. Want to see him get involved a little more if the circumstances allow. But you know what, John? You've earned my respect, bro. I'm going to hold off. You did his thing. J-Mo involved early. You didn't see him again after that. I like what I saw. Kelvin Shepard did his thing. A lot of stuff we got to clean up still, though. Brian Branch, another game that he's going to be penalized and probably fined, right? This team, they stepped up. They felt the sting of last year. They felt the beatdown of 2023. They knew what they had riding on this game. And they came out and they performed. Let's take a look at the box score and see who just got these sacks for the Detroit Lions. So Derrick Henry has fumbled in all 3 games to start the season. And it's crazy. That is crazy. I still think he's a beast, but he fumbled in all 3 games. He was on the sideline like teary-eyed. I'm telling you, man, he is going to be a meme for sure. All right, so let's take a look, but so am I, right? Jack Campbell, got to pay this man, was everywhere. My mind has changed on Jack Campbell. Got to pay him. Dude is a dog. 8 tackles. All of them were solo. That's insane. That's insane. 1 sack, 1 tackle for loss. Derek Barnes, he did his thing. Sack. There was a play that Lamar was about to escape out. Derek Barnes made it happen. Good to see you back. Brian Branch did his thing as usual. Sacks. Al-Qadim Muhammad led the team with 2.5. Alex Anzalone got that other half. You've got Hutch with 1. You have Trevor Nowalski was 1. What a steal he was. You also have, who did I miss? So Trevor Nowalski 1, Hutch 1, Muhammad 2.5. That is 3. So that's 7. That's 5. Derek Barnes 6. Jack Campbell 7. How many of them came from the D line? That's the point. So don't even cap and try to act like we don't need a pass rush. Yeah, we still do. We still do. Because early on, the field in the middle was open. It was in the middle. So I'm not going to change. I'm going to keep it a buck. Still need a pass rush. We sacked. A pass rush is different from sacking Lamar Jackson. All right? That's a different. One more thing I would like to add before we wrap up the video. Isaac Tesla. Our offense is not even 100% yet. What are we missing? We're missing that intermediate Tim Patrick, Josh Reynolds guy. Tesla, got to get him involved in the middle of the field. We do that, we might be like up there with the ball. I'm telling you, man, Baltimore was the first offense in the league heading into today. We put up 38 points. We got it. We were top 3. We were 3. We got to be 2. Got to be 2, right? Got to look at the stats. Got to get that middle game going. Khalif Raymond, non-factor. Tesla, got to get him going. We need that intermediate kind of pass catcher. That's not St. Brown. That's not Jamison Williams. So if the Detroit Lions can keep everybody, they keep everybody. Everybody played a role today. Jack Campbell, I respect you, bro. You earn my respect today. You need to stay on this team, 100%. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. This channel is made possible by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. It's because of your support I get to do what I do. You could be anywhere else on YouTube, but you choose to rock with me. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions. Cancer shirts will be available tomorrow. 20% of the proceeds will be going to cancercares.org. These are going to be on sale from tonight or tomorrow morning through October 31st. You can order it now. If you order it now or when it goes on sale, you might be able to have it by the time, well, you will have it by the time the Bengals play the Detroit Lions on October 5th. All right. So trying to do some good, man. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions. All right, y'all, phone lines, nobody called, man. So we're going to shut them down. Phone lines is asking for access. How's it asking for an access code, bro? I paid the money. I paid the money, bro. Are you serious? It's asking for a code? That's crazy. I'm okay, so they must have, all right, hold on. That's crazy, bro. So access code, you could pay extra and it take away the access code. They must have taken that away. All right. So wait a minute, bro. Hold on. Wait a second. I wonder, did they change that? Yeah. Hold on, man. Hold the phone, bro. Hold on. Yes, I paid for this thing. Hold on, bro. All right. I paid. If you pay extra, like if you pay money, then what are we talking about, man? All right. I'll worry about that later. Okay. All right. Let me redo this. Shout out to the dono said, We played well. Great. Shout out to Dan Campbell's fortitude. All right. Let me do this again. So let me remove this. That's crazy, bro. See, that's making me mad. All right. If you pay. All right. Let me do this. Okay. My bad, y'all. All right. So, all right, hold on. My bad, y'all. It's been a minute. Why do I pay for it if it's not there? All right. Shout out to everybody that super chatted. If I missed you, I'm sorry. I'll shout you out at the end. Hey, listen. Your boy be getting copied, man. Every time I call him out, he changes. He is a sucker, bro. All right. Where we get? That's crazy. So if you pay, so they must have got, I wonder if they got rid of that. I called him out and he canceled. He stopped his thumbnails. All right, so there's the number there. Phone line's open. We'll stay on. I was like, dang, ain't nobody called? That's crazy. All right, don't forget, members get priority access. So if your member name, let me know you're a member, and what your name is. Hey, congratulations to Desmond Dukes, man. Everybody shout out my wife, too. Shout out my wife. Put some claps in the comment section, man, because she can sleep through my shenanigans. So shout out to wifey. Okay? Yeah, if you can add member to your name, please add member to your name. Zero, I see you. All right, we'll keep that open for another 5 minutes or so. Hey, first thing, get a wife that likes football. Get a girl that likes football. A close second is somebody that lets you watch it and watches it with you. She might not know what's going on, but she lets you watch it. Shout out to the ladies, bro. All right, so we'll let this next song play, then we'll shut the phone lines down, okay? And then we'll take everybody's call. I typed 605-313 and got in chat. Yeah, my wife can literally sleep at any time, bro. Okay, so Steve, you're a member? Okay, I see last four digits 8541, last four digits 1009. I see B, I see you, member, I see Kamani, and I see Zero. Zero was the first person. So if you can add member to your name, then do that. How does one become a member? The link is in the description, sir. Parlay is hit. Hey, parlays. Hey, young Fred, you got the parlay, bro? Hey, congratulations, bro. Hey, you know what? Let's do this. That you need a.
He's the funniest guy who gets the job done. Likes and how to's, renovates, so fun. Man, he's so crazy, better pick up and find. Lamar Wilson.
All right, so here's what we'll do. We'll play this one more time, man. Let's take a look at this tweet. Your boy, man. Your boy went off on Baltimore Ravens fans today because all they do is yap at the mouth. All they do is yap. So my tweet has, hold on, let me refresh it. What do we got here? 28,000 views. Hey, yo, so my tweet got 28,000 views, 58 comments, 191 retweets, 791 likes, 75 bookmarks. That's crazy. All right, we'll let this play, and then we'll we'll take the phone lines. Woo, Shout out to the two phenomenal podcasters that I was on with last Tuesday, in which I picked the Baltimore Ravens to win this game. Appreciate y'all too. But everybody else, how you like that? How you like that? All you was doing was this all week long. And we sacked him 7 times. Lamar Jackson, his name is Lamar Wilson. What are we talking about, bro? You put some respect on my team name. Oh, we won 3 teams now. Lamar, 24-3, and the Lions got a dub. Young punks, shout out to those two phenomenal podcasters, nothing but love. But everybody else can get it. Can get it. We made them eat all type. Talk about the forehead. I know everything you're about to say against me. What up, though? What up, though? All that talking now. Baltimore Ravens fans. Ah, ha, ha. Yeah. You know what? You know what? It's this camera with the forehead. It's sweating too. But that's all right, though. I take it. Because guess what? We rolling. We rolling out of there with the dub. All y'all doing all week is this. Like y'all untouchable. And we said, hold my nuggets. We coming. We coming. Hey, we here. And we about to get comfortable. Again, shout out to those two fantastic, phenomenal YouTube creators that I was on with last Tuesday. But to everybody else, let's go! Young pucks! Hey, so the reason that I had to go so hard is because every retweet that I saw of my tweet was somebody talking about my hairline, bro, and the size of my forehead. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Like, Baltimore Ravens fans, okay, I'm 46 years old. I mean, it is what it is. Shout out to Tony K. Says, is this the biggest and best statement win of Dan Campbell's career? Bro, I was thinking that. Shout out to Detroit Fan Report, man. Keep up the good work over there. All right, phone lines are cut off. This is your opportunity to call in. What happened? I never pinned the comment. That's crazy. All right, so phone lines are cut off. I'll take everybody that called. First up, oh, shoot. Okay, I got to remember how to do this. It's been a minute. Okay, let me do this. I think this is it. We got 002. You should hear unmuted, and you should be on, man. Zero, what up, though?
Yo, Dirt.
Yo. Dang, he can't hear me.
Hello?
Yep. Shoot. Hold on.
What up? I can't hear you on the phone, but
See, we did. Okay. All right. Hold on. See, we did it. It did it again. Bro. He can't hear me on the phone, but he can hear me in that doggone it. All right, y'all. I don't know what's going on. Dang! I don't know what's going on, y'all. I got to figure this out. I got to figure it out, man. I'm sorry about that. I'll make it up to you next week. Everybody for calling in, I appreciate you. I'll make it up to you next week. This thing is stupid. It gets on my nerve. It really does. So I appreciate y'all. You know what? I should do a test run before we get started. I'll do that next week. What I'll do Thursday, if you guys are available Thursday for the show, I will have call-ins. I'll figure this out. It did this last year. I can't remember what happened. I don't know what happened. We got to figure it out, though. All right? So appreciate everybody that called up, that stayed up. My bad, Zero. My bad, bro. I don't know. No, I hung up on everybody. Because I can't hear. Okay, they got another app I'm going to try. I'm going to try that in the meantime. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, but you can't hear through it did this before, and I don't know how to fix it. I don't know what happened, what I did. So I appreciate y'all, man. We'll be live on Thursday. If you want to call in on Thursday, maybe we'll have, what's tomorrow? Monday? Tuesday? Maybe we'll have a special show or something tomorrow, man. I appreciate y'all, though, but it's no point because you can't hear me, but I can hear you. So we'll figure it out, man. I appreciate y'all. Listen, have a great night. Have a great time at work tomorrow, and celebrate this win. If you see a Baltimore Raven fan, you rub it in their face respectfully, right? Don't get yourself in trouble, but you enjoy this win. You enjoy this win, man, because we earned it. This team went out there and they performed. I appreciate y'all. All right, have a good night. I'll fix this. I don't know. I mean, the access code is there. It's just a miserable night, bro. Outside of the win, that is. All right, take care of yourself, man. Good night, and I'll see y'all soon.